In this part of the lesson, we'll look at unfolding and refolding objects to surfaces. Okay, so we'll come in, create a new file, generic template. I'm not going to save this, so let's just not rename it. Okay, I'm going to come in with a cylinder. Place the center at the global origin. The radius, say 5 millimeters. The length, 10. We'll leave it at that. Confirm the operation. Okay, so in our morphing area of the shape ribbon tab, we have a wrap to faces command, and we have various options within here. Okay, we are starting off by looking at this third option, the wrap by refolding an unfolded feature. Okay, in order to perform this operation, we need a source. Okay, and the source is an unfolded face. So prior to using this operation, we need to unfold the face that we want to refold our geometry onto. Okay, so if that doesn't quite make sense, it should do when we go through it right now. First of all, we come into our freeform tab and we use our unfold to plane command. Okay, we pick our face using the first option, pick that face. Okay, we get the preview of this face unfolded by default to our top plane. Okay, we can specify the plane that we want to unfold our face to. Okay, we can also specify the direction, origin. Okay, now when we do this, it's going to keep our shape intact. However, we will be creating here an outline of the face we picked in curves. Okay, so let's confirm the operation. Here's our shape, let's just blank it out. Here is our unfolded face, the outline of this face. Okay, and this is the source that we use when performing our wrap to faces command. Okay, so when we use the wrap to faces, it will wrap the objects that we specify, the geometry that we specify, that is contained within our source here, this rectangle. Okay, so let's come in and create something to wrap. I'm going to come into my design sketches ring tab. Let's use a scroll. I'm going to pick this scroll. I'll just place it on the datum because I will be coming into the sketch to move it about. Okay, so I'm going to come into the sketch, the scroll sketch, by double clicking on it. Okay, now I can modify this scroll sketch. I'm going to right click, reference, using my first referencing option, these curves. Okay, now let's move this scroll. Okay, the move is pretty good. We have various options here, so I'm going to come in first of all by picking the point, the from point, as this end point. Okay, we can move it in this way. I'm going to scale, let's say 2 to start off with, to increase the size. I'll give it an angle. Let's see which way this is rotating. Okay, I want to go minus 90 degrees, negative 90. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm just going to place the scroll here. Move it there. I'll copy this scroll a couple of times. Copy the scroll from point. Let's save it here. And we'll make 2 copies of it. Okay. Let's also come in fact I'll do that in a separate sketch. We'll come in with a bit of text in a separate sketch. First of all, going to come into our shape ribbon tab and use the swept rod command on the entire sketch. Let's give our rod's diameter of 1 millimeter. Okay, so we've just created a shape there. Now let's insert a new sketch on our top datum. I'm going to place a bit of lettering using the ready sketch text command. Let's type in a bit of text. Wrap Let's see, 2mm. We use our Arial black. Okay, so I'm just giving you some example text here, not being too exact with it. Exit back into our part level. Let's extrude that sketch. Extrude the sketch. I'm going to do it two-sided. Okay, we'll bring it up maybe 0.5, and then I want it to come below just a small amount so that it will end up within our cylinder. Enter. Confirm the operation. Okay, I want to add the end caps on there. Okay, so we got a bit of text and some scrolls. Let's right click, unblank our cylinder. Okay, so we have some geometry to wrap on this face. Let's come into our wrap to faces command. Make sure we're on the third option, our wrap by refolding our unfolded face. You can pick the geometry. Okay, we're picking the shapes. Okay, now when we come to source, the software will read our unfolded plane. Okay, so it's going to pick it all as the source. Left click. There we're getting our preview. Okay, it's not a complete preview of our scrolls, but we can see the text there. Okay, we have a couple of options to specify a few things. We can minimize our surface data, keep the original shapes. We can move the shapes rigidly. Okay, meaning they will not be morphed individually. Okay, so you can see how they're not being morphed to the curvature of the face, whereas if we do not move them rigidly, they are. Let's confirm the operation. Okay, here is our wrapped features on the face using our unfold and refold commands. Okay, so it's quite a nice command there, especially for our text, getting the text on surfaces. Okay, so that was our wrap to face command.